Drop out a club.
Lost in the grave, lost in the grave.
He made so much money fighting.
That's going to cost DQ a lot of money.
Oh my goodness.
Drawing dead.
I hope so. Four makes it 300.
Big Daddy Chaz makes it 300 with 8-9. Offsuit. Yushan lays it down. DQ with ace queen.
I like that though. I like
Makes
that.
it 950.
Like 30-minute levels.
Yeah,
I know that Chaz and these other guys, they like the longer ones.
yeah, they like
Takes so long.
knit it up.
I like the faster ones.
Chaz is going to play pots with DQ regardless of his holdings here.
Whoops.
Decides to 4-bet to 2.5. Ace queen for DQ. So the boys from San Antonio have just built themselves a 5K pot just like that. Here we go.
I checked dark for you, Chaz.
Heads up.
They know each other quite well. Ooh, just
The absolute
joint.
nutter butters on the flop.
flopping the joint. Always
What a war!
fun.
Who runs better than Chaz? Remember he picked up the aces when Doug jammed his whole stack on the straddle. Now he just flops a straight against DQ, hoping and praying that DQ actually has a hand. He might get sticky with here and try and see a turn.
1300.
I think
How much?
DQ will stay.
13 what?
1300.
So
Hunted.
He's
I
not
know,
even
I'm
looking.
thinking before I look at the cards, he down bets by 50%.
DQ doesn't want to give this one up. He's going to see a turn card, and he's practically drawing 10. Going to need runner, runner, heart. Very, very unlikely drawing. Very, very thin pot building.
Check dark.
Let's see a heart for a sweat.
Call.
How's the deuce of hearts sound? Now perhaps roads to a chop.
Four checks. Check for round.
Check dark.
Checking blind once again.
Trying to induce a bluff is Chaz. Will DQ fire here on the river? 7.7 in the middle. It's going to get snapped off from Chaz. Checks over his option. Chaz is going to stuff it. Just
Bubblegum
about.
chip in the middle.
5200.
5,200.
5,200, and DQ still might be a believer that his ace
My
queen
lefty
is
actually
good.
has pocket eights. I'll fold.
Fold.
He folds.
My lefty had pocket eights.
Dude, check this shit out.
Yeah. 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 I mean,
Oh my God.
yeah.
What the?
Yeah. When you check, I knew I was
Four
in
bet.
trouble when you checked the river, the turn.
Shows him the
Four
goods.
bet? He has a card?
Yeah.
Really? How do you call it?
See you later, Jan. Say hello to everyone in the
No, they're not
Netherlands.
chicken, they're roosters. Hey, he got a cock on him, that
Free range is 1,500 from seat 3, seat 2 forward.
Frank is in the chat, said had a great time dealing today. Can't give these guys enough credit. Great crew in the back. Also, John and DQ are hilarious. Couldn't concentrate on the game half the time. Great job, Frank. You are one of the best in the business.
Players all in.
No, it's like call. It sounded like calling, but it's just a call.
DQ just
I heard
calls.
Call for 15. So you heard that too?
I mean, if you hold that, oh, I see two? Oh,
C8 calls you one. Three ways to the clock.
I must not have any chance.
How much one of those things cost? Like a winner, how much they cost to buy it? Yeah.
King, queen, 4, couple hearts.
I'll go winner.
2 pair, top 2 for DQ. Straight draw for high.
It was probably a building about like this.
Pair for V-Donk. Everybody with something, something.
Shit, what a bid.
They come from all over.
Jan, no worries. You're always welcome here. Slick and Skull. You can just Slick Rick, Skull Mike,
I mean, is it entertaining?
Jan Witt, always welcome. Come back soon.
I need to look it up, man.
7,200 is the bet. The raise from DQ raises it up to 5,000 more. Over to V-Donk.
Oh, I'm good.
No, John G is not eating Funyuns. He's eating Sun Chips. I'm never a big fan of Sun Chips. William McKay is in the chat. Wishes Skull Mike a happy birthday. William McKay, always great to see you.
Yeah, 85.
Action flop here, top 2 for DQ, and he stuffs it. A monster raise here from, right? What do we got going?
70 deep. V-Donk made it 2,200. DQ came over the top for 7,200.
It's pretty much all in calls, right? How much more
No.
does he have? He has the 8.5 behind.
Yep.
This is a massive pot here.
Yes.
And DQ in great shape. So V-Donk, who's been on the roller coaster, perhaps an action killer on the turn here. Now an ace on board. Broadway gets there, the flush gets there. So not really the turn that anybody wanted to see. 19K in the middle.
Goes over to DQ. Puts his head down and waits. All in moment.
Rips it.
500 exactly.
Don't see V-Donk calling this off. Maybe if he thought that DQ was on the draw, on the flop, everything gets there on the turn. King 9 shrivels up, really beating nothing. This would be a disaster call. Can understand calling on the flop, especially against DQ. It could be doing it somewhat wide, but
He's got a flush out there, straight out there.
yeah,
Second pair.
Fight to the death.
no hearts in your hand as well, so
I mean, there's
Until one dies.
relatively
Yeah, they-
easy fold
yeah,
if you ask me here.
Swallow, right?
If they're gonna put plays, it's normal, that's a totally different fight than normal.
Oh.
Normal is just boxing almost.
We saw John G stack V-Donk earlier. Will V-Donk do it again to himself? Is that the long sleeve shirt, part-time tissue? Is that on sale?
lays it down.
Good lay down.
They charge $75 for pay-per-view. Well, like,
Tonight? Yeah.
well, it's going to be one of their lowest selling pay-per-views of the year. So I imagine it's going to be the cheapest if they're not all the same. 75 is a lot.
I thought it was like standard, like
9.
all the same price.
Yeah, they probably are, but I'm just saying, like, if it's priced at 75, it's probably going to be like their least entertaining, well, not entertaining, but like least watched pay-per-view of the year.
For sure. Yeah, 75 is not good.
You have to pay 7 months, whatever it is, for ESPN Plus.
I don't
Really,
think-
it's like $82.
I don't think the UFC has many stars.
What do you mean it's stars?
I don't think that. I think they're starved for a new guy right now.
Right,
I
yeah.
think.
There's not.
Dude, you got John Jones.
Top set for you, Sean, here.
Yeah, there's
DQ
not
was
really a
the
guy
three
that's, like,
better
pulling
pre.
those numbers right
Does have some overs and backdoor clubs, runner for the wheel. So let's see if DQ wants to dig himself a hole. He's reaching for a bunch of chips. C-bet's 1250. Yuchan loving life right now.
Well, lot of the biggest stars just aren't title owners in UFC.
Yeah.
Masvidal, Nate Diaz, McGregor, they're all obviously have their titles.
Kamara, Usman, and Adesanya. That's the only one.
Yeah.
I mean, even Usman's not really a big star. If he's fighting at nobody, he's not going to sell anything.
That's what I'm saying. There's
If McGregor
Does
fights
Yushan want to raise it up right now? That's what he's trying to decide. And the more time he takes, I believe the raise is coming.
He's probably 33.
I think it's 1988. So it's 33, 34.
It kind of sucks.
Snap call from DQ. Doesn't even know what the amount is. Insta snap. Yushan holding the nuts right now. No hand better than 2/8. And this pot is going to be big.
DQ not even looking at the board, just looking at Yushan.
Boy, oh boy. Well, how about a club?
Lost to the grave, lost to the
I mean, he made so much money fighting.
That's going to cost DQ a lot of money.
Oh my goodness.
Drawing dead.
Yeah.
Thinks he might have just got there.
only won one fight in the last
This
5
one's
years.
going to be a big one. How big will it get? Time will tell.
I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Look at this little sneaky check from Yushan.
Fighter that's
Will DQ elect to check for some pot control, or will he blast off? I think he's going to check and decide what to do on the river. Let's see. Maybe not. Reaching for betting chips. 6K.
Yeah.
I'm curious how much McGregor paid.
Does he just flat call here?
Who was the guy that got waxed
Or does he
by
put it
Floyd
all in?
Mayweather back in the day? That was so
Great question. Eyeing up DQ stack right now. Not looking DQ in the eyes, just looking at the chips, now looking at the board. Has the check mark. DQ drawing dead. He might
DQ's got about 11,000 behind.
might indeed go for it right now. DQ probably committed. He's already put in about 10,000 into the spot, north of 10,000.
Yeah.
So
Top earners list for athletes.
He's sold his whiskey?
I think Yushan will indeed rip it right now.
I think he still, and I believe he still has a minority share, but I'm not 100% on it. Yeah. I'm sure he got a fat check for that.
Yeah.
That's public information.
Really?
Yeah, for a company like that.
Oh, I'd be very interested in what it's sold for.
Oh, you built it out of nowhere. You're just like, I'm going to make whiskey. I'm going to call it that.
Yeah. And he promoted it for years. Heavy.
All in.
Players all in.
Snap.
Quick call.
It's over.
Snapper call.
He asked him if he turned to set.
Oh, you have a set. No. Even. I thought you said if you turn it even.
Yeah,
DQ doesn't want to show it.
Turn it. He said yes. You can't put him on a set of 8s.
Big pot for Yushan, 42.3. And the river is irrelevant. One time, Max Payne, all of DQ's chips going right next door.
Ooh. Yushan. The fearless kid. He's going to count up his chips. It's going to cover DQ by about 10,000.
400 to go. 10 on 9.
And people are going crazy for the bluefin belly.
Yeah, it's some really good tuna. Yeah, that's solid. You'll have some of that. If you want to try that, you're in. You're going to try some.
Oh, God.
Try some. Just trust.
Raise from 6
Trust.
1200.
I went to ping pong. I had my doubts.
Yes, you did.
You know, Pierre, if I look, I'm likely to fold.
That's how it goes.
So I'm just going to leave my cards there and call you.
8 calls.
Maybe I'll do better, because when I look, I'm not doing so good. Try something different.
Heads up.
Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, oh, I like that. Oh, hell yes. I see my cards.
In the dark.
I mean, please let me have the spades this time.
Two pair for Pierre. Don't know what DQ has. The mystery hand from
1,000
DQ.
to bet.
Only one card. Based on this one card, I'm going to raise it.
Based on one card, he's going to raise 3,000.
Only based on the one card.
Wow.
There's still a second card.
Pierre getting raised here. Two pair DQ in all of his glory. Let's listen in on this one. Let's see how this plays out.
No, sir, it's right there. But if you call, I'm going to start calling to figure out what you did last night.
There's a movie similar to that. I think it's called I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, I can't leave one pop here. Did you
All
really
in.
flop the flush, turn the flush?
Five all in.
You really turned the flush?
Rips it.
Holy shit. Look, that was even the first card.
DQ has a king. What was that? Queen? Queen what? What did we see there? I saw paint. I think it was a queen.
You have a flush, I'm dead to a... Wow, how do I get this? You could also have 10 jack.
Does he have 2 pair here? Does he have king queen?
Four outs for the river. 4 outs for the river. 4 outs for the river.
We'll never know.
That's an 8 ball.
That's 2 pair.
Huh?
2 pair.
If you had 2 pair, I was good.
You were good?
I was good if you had 2 pair.
I couldn't.
I'm 100%.
I don't know. You say you looked at one card. I can't even
It's
find.
not 2 pair out there. You have queen 7?
Queen 9.
I had king 6.
Is that a 2 pair?
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Good bluff,
Thank you
dude.
so much.
King 6
Looked
announced.
at one card.
Wow.
I don't fucking know. I just
Well, because
go.
I had the king, and then when I went back to look and I saw the 6, but there's a flush.
Yeah.
Bad fold
No, I
announced by
mean,
DQ if he
I don't blame him for
actually
folding.
had the king 6.
No reason.
Tried that with Andrew.
3 fold.
3-4 more hands, and then we'll call it a day.
4 rated 100. 5
He
fold.
literally does, dude.
300s to that.
He beat my assets up.
Oh yeah, you
Fold?
playing with that?
Yeah.
Got a re-raise
Here.
from
Looks like
8, 950.
36,000.
Holy
Half
shit.
of it was to him.
Can't believe you brought me a bag with cookie in it and rocks
Andrew?
and some used gummies.
The last time he
And I'm
played the
with
Wednesday game.
No, it's a package gummy that I got for
Yeah,
free.
for a while.
We got for free. I wanted to give some of them back.
You hear that, Chaz? He was playing heads up there where he reached out to Nate.
Andrew reached out to Nate?
No.
3-bet from DQ, suited ace. Chaz calls with the 10-8. Spades, and there's a couple clubs on this board. 10 for Chaz, so gonna have some action here.
Yeah, I think so.
See if DQ can hit his flush here.
The only problem with that is that can go for a really long time. Someone got down to like 2,000.
8 of clubs would be a disaster card.
Probably split 3 buys.
Oh. I don't think Brian would do realize.
No?
No, that would give Nate an advantage.
There's the call. 8 of clubs here, Skull Mike, for DQ to...
Wow, 8 of clubs being rather specific here. You want to give 2 pair to Daddy Chaz and have... Not gonna happen, Jack of diamonds.
Check.
DQ behind.
Four bet 1,700.
Such a punter today.
Call.
Such a punter announced, but yet he makes the call. 1.7. Needs a club here or an ace on this river.
2-8 checks in the dark.
There's the club.
10.
Yeah. Good job.
I think it went check, check.
Preparing you for Monday.
I already know what that means.
Yes. Preparing you for Monday.
I actually like the check there.
Straddle on here, 200. 25.50, 1,200 on.
You don't feel aces this time?
Yeah, I'll play it.
No shit, right? The last time you did that, Seti was on the receiving
I think there's
end
going to
of
be
that.
some massive straddles on
He's
this
the only guy I've ever seen.
last
actually
hand.
pull
Not
that
this
off.
one, but the
4
next
5
one.
fold.
Yeah. Straddle 1,000 and you have the aces.
6
I did it
fold.
twice?
Yeah, you did it.
Good luck, Nathan. Go get him in Deadwood.
In a 5-10 game.
Aces?
That sounds fun.
That was like a 5-10 game. You straddle 500 and then you
Thanks,
work
Ragnar.
your ways and stack points.
Pocket tens for
Yeah.
DQ. Raise it to
Oh, I do
750.
remember that.
Trey makes the
It
call.
happens so often, he doesn't even
Yes,
remember.
dude. Actually, that was a 1K straddle.
High makes
was
the
the
I
one
think
call.
it was for like 8K, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was a big
Got a big
shot.
pot here developing.
No, I stacked it for 8K. I straddled 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit. I first time with that completely.
3 players.
You sure remember quickly.
Actions on 9.
And?
Jack 6-4, couple spades.
If I said
Pair of jacks for high. Straight draw, gut shot for Trey.
800.
Yeah. Well, it happened last stream too.
He's betting.
I shot it for 1,000, but I had like
Saw that.
4K or like 5K in my stack. I called blind.
I called line?
Yeah.
And you had aces.
It was against Boston Jimmy. No. There was another time at the same stream. I shot up 1K.
Oh.
Boston Jimmy flipped his card, shoved in the small blind, or in the double shot, whatever it was. And
Raises
and I
to
called blind.
2,800.
And he actually rivered me.
DQ coming in strong.
Okay.
Raised to 2,800 with the pocket tens.
What's High gonna do here? Interesting. High hasn't really gotten out of the line much today. He's been rather reserved and snug.
Yeah,
Top pair, good kicker in the King of Diamonds. DQ stuck, wants to try and get back even. High makes the call. Pot now at 9,000.
Yeah, King Queen or King Queen, yeah.
Shit on the board?
Deuce of diamonds.
Oh.
One check.
Second board game. Jack 10. 2 aces.
DQ still firing.
Eight bets,
First board was such a
3,200.
sweat too. It was like Queen Jack 9. 2 clubs.
All these out now.
.2. Will High lay down the best hand? DQ pretty much saying we're going to play for all of it, so High needs to decide right now. Does he want to risk 11.2? He's got the best hand.
He's calling. Take care of Paul Edwards.
15.4 in the middle. I got a feeling this river is going check, check.
Oh, the set.
Not anymore.
The 2-outer for DQ. Been
My
waiting all day for
goodness,
that.
This is going to be expensive for High. He's going to get stacked.
One check.
The jam now coming.
All in.
Oh, it's all in.
Don't think High can get away for 8,000. The flush misses. He still has top pair. A brutal card for him on this river. On this run out, I think High's about to lose another 8,000. He hates it. Knows DQ could be doing this with a bluff.
Makes the call, and DQ's going to put a dent.
And you see a little...
And the chat goes wild. He's only down. I've got 14. He's only down 18,000.
DQ binks the 2-outer.
Big pot there for DQ, and you saw a little wince there from High.